Hello, I'm going to do the Virgo energy reading, and I'm going to use my Gilded Tarot, and I'm going to use my Gilded Tarot Royale. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, Virgo, 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 Virgo. All right, we have the Knight of Cups crossed by the Emperor, which is Aries. We have the Chariot. For some reason, every time I do a Virgo reading, the Chariot always comes out. So for some of you Virgos, you may have a Cancer sign that is surrounding you. Okay. What are you leaving behind? We have Strength cards, a Leo. So for some of you, it could be a relationship where you, because this is what you need to focus on, is a Cancer sign, and what you're leaving behind is a Leo. So it could be that this could be a partnership, it could be a friendship, it could be a family member, it could be any sort of relationship that you have where maybe you need to focus on this person and you need to let this person go, move on. Your strengths, we have the Two of Swords. I feel like it's sort of compromising. Near future, we have the Four of Swords, taking a break. Advice, we have the King of Cups. The environment, the Lovers. So I kind of feel like it's a relationship reading. Definitely you have a lot of people going on here. I feel like it's focusing on the relationship that has the most meaning to you. Hopes and fears, right? That battling, those arguments, that back and forth, disagreements, and then the potential outcome is finding a solution with the Ace of Swords. So definitely I feel, Virgo, you have a lot going on here. You have a lot of people that are around you. I almost feel like with this Knight of Cups crossed by the Emperor, I feel like you feel powerless in the situation. I feel like you're confused. I feel that you feel powerless because the Emperor is turned on his side. I feel that there is some confusion. I feel like you want to reach out to someone, but you're not really sure. You're not really sure what it is that you want to do. I feel that maybe you're in the middle between two people. It could be like two friends or two family members that they're each trying to get you on their side for you to see their side and for you to be a team member for them. And maybe you're stuck in between those two people and you're not really sure what to do. Like you don't want to be in the middle of this situation. Sometimes that happens for us too, and that you're feeling powerless because you're being pulled in two different directions. It also could be that maybe some of you have this Chariot, this Cancer sign that is in your life, and that you want to move away from this Leo person. It could be a sun, moon, or rising, or someone with those qualities. It could be that you're focusing on somebody that has this forward progression and this forward movement and is very easygoing. And it could be that you're leaving behind somebody who is very controlling, somebody who is, you know, just more like controlling, like you're leaving the controlling behind and you want to focus on the person that you feel is more freer and lighter, especially with the King of Cups being here, because the Chariot is a Cancer sign, which is a water sign, which also with the King of Cups is the water sign and the emotions and all of that. And to me, the King of Cups is somebody who is very lighthearted, that he doesn't worry about things. He can be a bit aloof and hard to like focus on things, but I also feel like he's somebody that's very easygoing. So somebody that's more easygoing rather than somebody who is controlling. It could be, like I said, a friend or a family member. It could be somebody at work. So what else is going on here? I just feel like you're having something going on with relationships, emotions, feelings that you're not sure about it. The Tower could be a recent breakup. It could be, I kind of feel like it's something that you're in control of. I feel like you're in control of this Tower, that either you want to break up with someone, or you want to move on from someone, or you want to rebuild a relationship with someone. I feel like you're in control of the Tower. I don't feel like the Tower is happening to you, although it could be happening to you. So whatever you're feeling, you know, for your personal circumstances, if you feel that, you know, if the Tower has happened to you and you've had a recent breakup with someone, then that's what resonates with you, and that's completely fine. What do you need to focus on? We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and we have the King of Cups. That's so funny, because I was feeling that with this being next to that, and now the King of Cups has come out again. I feel like what you need to focus on is moving forward in a positive way, and moving towards things that give you that make you feel good, right? Aces are new beginnings, so it could be, maybe it's a new job. Maybe you're leaving behind a job that was very demanding and was very heavy and was just a lot of stress and anxiety and a lot of, maybe it has to do with that job, and what you need to focus on is a job that is more exciting, that helps you to feel better, that you feel like you're more in control, that it's not so stressful. So this could just do with jobs, right? Those feelings that you have towards jobs. We spend a lot of time at our work, and that's something that we have to make sure that we surround ourselves. Obviously, sometimes we have to work and we're in a situation that we don't like, but if we have that opportunity to be able to move on or move forward or move towards something different, then if that original job has become very heavy to us and we realize, okay, it's time for me to move on, I've dealt with this as long as I can, and it's time for me to look into new choices and new directions. So like I was saying, it could be focusing. You may be still having to do the job that you don't like, but it's maybe, okay, what will make you feel better is maybe getting your resume out there, or looking at going back to school, or looking at finding other things to do, or rechecking your budget and saying, okay, can I do something part-time where I can eventually make that full-time? Can I start my own YouTube channel or my own business where I can do that as a side hustle and eventually switch it over? So it definitely helps when we're able to look at opportunities for us to be able to move away from this heavy energy and move into a lighter energy. I feel like there's a lot of emotions and feelings going on here. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus. So you definitely have a lot of people here. We have Aries, we have Cancer, we have Taurus, we have Gemini. So you have a lot of people around here. I feel like what you're leaving behind is, and we have Leo. So we have a lot of people going on here. So I feel like what you're leaving behind is these heavy emotions, heavy feelings, like this feeling of feeling trapped or feeling weighed down or having to conform to something that you were not comfortable with. So you're leaving that behind, so that's definitely a positive thing. 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and Queen of Pentacles for your strengths. I feel like Queen of Pentacles can represent you because she represents the Pentacles, which is somebody who's very grounded. So I feel like you're somebody who's very grounded. You're down to earth. I feel like you're able to look at the reality of a situation, and you're like, okay, I see that this situation isn't working, so you're able to take what you can from a situation and leave behind what doesn't work for you. Near future, we have the 4 of Swords, we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. I almost feel like it's taking that time to yourself to kind of redirect or resort through, like kind of looking towards your future, but in a different way. But I feel like you're having that time to yourself to really think about where you want to go and what relationships are important to you. Again, like I said in the beginning, if it's relationships that you're trying to decide, who are you going to focus on and who you're going to walk away from, I feel like you're able to have that clarity here. I feel like it's something that's going to take time with the moon phases there. And I feel like it's something you're looking towards the future as to who do I want to spend time with, who do I want to build those relationships with, and who do I want to walk away from. So I feel like you're going to have that clarity. The advice, we have the King of Cups, High Priestess, love it, listening to that intuition. And then we have the 8 of Swords, no longer holding yourself back. That if you feel that you were holding yourself back in this situation, that it's time to move forward. It's time to listen to that inner voice. It's time to be guided by that inner voice. The Yeah, the environment is the Page of Swords, the Lovers, and Four of Wands. I feel like it's handling the difficult situations and making those tough choices and seeing who do you want to not focus on, who do you want to move away from, again with this Tower, and what relationships are important to you that you want to build. I just feel like you're sort of restructuring the people that you surround yourself with. I feel like you are changing. I feel like you're kind of shifting within your life. And when we do those shifts, when we leave jobs or we start new jobs or we grow within ourselves and we say, okay, I'm going to choose the relationships that are supportive of me and that are helping me to build up, not the relationships that are building for me. When we have those adjustments, we change the people that we surround ourselves with, and we surround ourselves with different people, that we lose some relationships, but then we also gain new relationships. So I feel like there's that shift within the people that you surround yourself with and that you focus on. We have the hopes and fears, we have the Five of Wands, we have the Hanging Man, seeing things from a different perspective, and we have the Ten of Cups. I love it. So yeah, it's like seeing things from a different perspective and seeing what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you. Definitely, it's hard to have those people where you need to back away from or focus less on, because you never know how they're going to react, and not wanting to handle those situations. Those are not the easiest, but you have to keep thinking, okay, this is what is best for me. I feel like with the potential outcome, the solutions will happen, and that, yeah, I love it. Six of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Good things are on the way, right? Good changes are on the way. Sometimes we almost need that to stir things up, to change things up, to reset, right? To change things up and to liven things up. And sometimes it's those difficult choices and those Tower moments and Page of Swords moments that we have to deal with. But after we've gotten through that and the dust settles, it feels so much better. It feels good. It feels positive. It feels energizing, right? And you're able to have all those people that are supportive of you around you. It's just making those changes, and those changes can be hard, right? And again, with the job, if it's you're backing away from a job that feels very heavy and demanding, and you're focusing more on a job that feels lighter and easier, that makes you happier. It's that shift too, because you're leaving those people, you're gaining these people, you're making that adjustment. It's scary. It's like, okay, am I making less money and I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, and can I make that adjustment? And it's all of those changes, but I just feel like with this reading, it's for that person that's ready for those changes and ready to see those and ready to have this shift. Okay, so let's grab a Star Dragons for this reading for Virgo. For Virgo, let's see, we have returning, going with the flow, and I feel like that definitely goes with these King of Cups, because he is somebody that goes with the flow. If you're listening to that intuition and you're feeling like, okay, my life is just kind of flowing this way, things are starting to line up, I see the signs happening around me that this is what I need to do, even though I may not be ready for it, but I'm feeling like this is what needs to happen, and going with the flow and seeing what happens, and that it will all pan out and work for you. To not fight against it, because sometimes when we fight against those changes, we just make it harder. Obviously, if you're not ready to make changes, then that's something that you have to keep in mind. But it's also, I feel like listening to that inner voice will give you those answers on what you need to do. We have imagine all of the possibilities and the changes and the new relationships and the new feelings and the new emotions. It's like putting yourself in that success, right? The Six of Wands energy. Putting yourself, like, not imagining yourself as in the Tower moment where things are falling apart, things are coming down, things aren't the same. Not putting yourself in that negative energy, but imagine and putting yourself in that successful energy, that 10 of Cups energy, the Lover's energy, the 6 of Wands energy, rising above the situation, feeling strong, feeling confident, and succeeding and reaching and attaining those goals and those relationships that you want to have, and embracing that energy. And that's what you need to focus on, because that's what you're going to manifest and bring in. If you're focusing on the Tower energy and it's negative energy, then that's what's going to happen. And you're going to say, see, that's what happened. Well, why did that happen? Because that's what you were focusing on, and that's what you wanted to have happen. Subconsciously, if you're focusing on the negative, right, and you're saying this isn't going to work out, this isn't going to happen, everything is going to fall apart, you're making choices and decisions to make that come true. You're making those choices and decisions to have something fall apart, for have something to be difficult, right? That you're subconsciously making those choices to make that happen. If you're focusing on the positive and the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, then you're subconsciously making those choices to get yourself in that energy of that, to make those things happen. So that's what I feel you need to realize, what we need to realize. All right, so I'm going to get a spirit animal oracle. It's all about your perspective and how you're seeing and thinking about things. We have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. Freedom is yours if you believe that. If you focus on that. If you embrace that. If you're imagining that, right? The freedom from this tower, the freedom from whatever it is that you're struggling from here. The freedom is yours if you put yourself in that energy. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.